Obviously, I love meditation, and I have had some powerful, positive experiences from meditation that I have loved sharing with you. But I also want to share with you some of what other people have to say about meditation, maybe some of what the experts are saying. I believe that there is an infinite amount of positive experiences you can have through meditation. As I share with you what other people are saying, you can see what other benefits might come into your life through practicing meditation. The first person I want to reference is Dr. Wayne Dyer. In his book, Getting in the Gap, he says, some of the many reasons for meditating include reducing stress, cultivating a sense of peace, eliminating fatigue, slowing down the aging process, improving memory, finding clarity of purpose, and even healing. I find that list to be very comprehensive. Do you desire any of those things in your life? I know I do. I know in this day there are so many people that would love to stress less, have more peace, or experience greater healing and wholeness. I know for myself, my ultimate hope is to experience healing in physical, emotional, and spiritual ways. Dr. Dyer is a pretty spiritual guy, so he continues by saying, however, all these reasons pale in significance to the realization that meditation is our way of making conscious contact with God. The paramount reason for making meditation a part of our daily life is to join forces with our sacred energy and regain the power of our source. Through meditation, we can tap into an abundance of creative energy that resides within us and a more meaningful experience of life, which enriches us permanently. By meditating, we come to know God rather than know about God. I'm not sure where you stand on God personally. Maybe you believe in God, or Source, or the universe, or a great spirit, or just a deep knowing within you. Wherever you stand, there does seem to be more to life than what we can experience through our physical senses. I have often felt that there is something more. Life, even in the simplest of ways, is full of miracles. There are so many things that are unexplainable, even though we have science or philosophy or religion that have tried to explain things. For some experiences we have, I just find that there are no words. One of the most profound parts of meditation is being able to tap into your own energy and connect to the greater energy that animates all of life. This gives you the ability to understand more about life, and not just through thinking and study, but through feeling. Tapping into this connection is the pursuit of a lifetime, but is a worthwhile endeavor, especially if you are seeking to live a more meaningful and rich life. Okay, so the next person I want to talk about is Eckhart Tolle. He is an incredibly wise man and just way beyond my league. But some of the things he says have really connected with me. One day I was listening to a conversation he and Oprah were having. And Oprah had said that Eckhart had suggested to be fully present when walking up the stairs. So she decided she wanted to give that a try. She said one day she was walking up her stairs and she thought about every step she was taking and where her foot was and how it felt, and she got to the top of the stairs and her mind said, "What was the point of that?" And it totally made me laugh as I was listening to this conversation, because I can totally see my mind saying the same thing. Eckhart Tolle explained to her that if we are always thinking about the next thing or about something in the past, then we are never fully present. We're never experiencing our life as it is now. He asked her, have you ever fully experienced a shower? Have you ever really been in the shower and just felt it washing over you and been present as you were taking the shower? Or when you shower, are you always thinking about something you just did or something you have to do later in the day? I thought that was such an interesting question, and I wondered to myself, have I ever fully experienced just being in the shower? This made me wonder, how many experiences are we missing because we are unable to be fully present in the present moment? Meditation is the practice of being fully present, of living your life now and experiencing it as it is happening. By intentionally practicing meditation, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, you will find that being present will become a part of who you are. And you will notice yourself being more present in other areas of your life. Another person I love is Marissa Peer. She doesn't necessarily talk about meditation directly, but she does talk about how powerful the words we say to ourselves and the pictures we create in our mind are. The words we say to ourselves and the picture we make in our head are powerful. Powerful enough to create the things we see in our lives. This can seem daunting. Are we really creating our own experience? Well, one of the most amazing things about knowing that the words you say to yourself and the pictures you create in your head are powerful is, as Marissa says, you have full power and control to choose better words and pictures all of the time. In meditation, we can use affirmations and visualization to do this. We do this by giving our minds clear direction about what we want to believe and what we want to see. We can change our thoughts, and since our mind is listening, by doing this, we can change the experiences we have in our lives. I'll go ahead and talk more about affirmation and visualization later on in the course. Changing our experience doesn't necessarily happen overnight, because a lot of the things that we need to change are long-held beliefs. When you are in your meditation, do as Marissa Peer says, and give your mind powerful, descriptive, and positive words. Be kind and encouraging and supportive to yourself, and you'll be amazed at how much easier the world around you seems to be. Next, I'm super excited to share something from Joe DePenza. I'm going to reference him a lot because he is an incredible leader in the science of meditation. He also just shares incredible experiences that you can have while you're in meditation. One of the things he says is, the most fundamental purpose of meditation is to get beyond the analytical mind. When we are in this mind, we cannot truly change. We can analyze our old self, but we cannot uninstall the old programs and install new ones. How often do you try to change from your analytical mind? Maybe you want to eat healthier, so you make a plan. You go grocery shopping and get the healthy food, and you're all set up to eat healthy from now until forever. And then how quickly do you find yourself falling back into patterns of eating that are not as healthy, but that you've had your entire life? Dr. Joe DePenza says we cannot truly change from our analytical mind. In this example, we still have all of our subconscious program, and that makes us want to eat the way we've always eaten. Even if we try to change, sooner or later, our analytical mind can't keep up with this subconscious programming. That means we often fall back into unhealthy eating habits. But what if we could go deeper inside of ourselves and change from within, rather than just changing all of the things in our environment? This is what meditation gives us the opportunity to do, to change from within, to change ourselves, to really change who we are. Recently, I took a course from a man named David G. I believe that's how you say it. I wasn't really familiar with him before, but I loved this little course. And he taught that meditation is a tool which we use to quiet the fluctuations of the mind. I think people often believe that in order to meditate correctly, they need to get in a space where they have no thoughts for a certain amount of time. If you believe in that idea, you will certainly be frustrated with the activity of your mind. Meditation is not a tool that we use to stop our thoughts completely, especially when we are just beginning our own practice. Rather, it is a tool to quiet the fluctuations of the mind. It is a tool where we slow our thoughts and let them go easily. He also taught something that I thought was very profound. He said, one thing we do in meditation is we put our focus on our breathing or on the stillness, In putting our attention on stillness, our attention is naturally taken away from everything else, the fear, worry, to-do list, etc. As we practice putting our attention in a peaceful place, we'll naturally take our attention away from worries and frustrations. We can do this throughout the day. When a frustration arises, we can put our attention on peace. If we have a worry that comes up, we can put our attention on stillness. As we practice this in meditation, it will be easier and more natural to do it throughout our day. In my life, the more I'm able to do this, the more I feel like I have a superpower. Another thing he brought to my attention is that through the practice of meditation, we gain a whole bunch of physical, mental, and emotional benefits. But another benefit we gain is that we become better listeners. When we are better able to listen, we become better spouses, friends, neighbors, acquaintances. We're better able to engage with people in our lives. Listening fully to other people can be difficult. I know for me, I'm always wanting to create the perfect response to what they're saying. So not only am I trying to hear what they're saying, but I'm also creating my own response while they're still talking. This means I'm not truly listening to everything that someone else is trying to tell me. As we meditate and learn to quiet our minds, we're better able to slow down our thoughts. And then when we are listening to other people, we can truly listen without trying to think of the next thing to say. As we are better able to listen to other people, we can engage in more meaningful and productive conversations. And I just think this is such a cool side benefit of meditation, something you wouldn't necessarily think of, but that really helps.